Alright, welcome back everybody. This is Xltactical and thank you guys for joining me on another video. Let's get the stuff all out of the way. If you're finding me for the first time, please consider subscribing, like, share, and comment. That's the best way to support this channel. Now that that's out of the way, let's get it going. This video, I'm really just going to talk a little bit about that whole 2011 platform. I got back into it a while back ago, and I really still am not in a 2011 platform because that's really staccato, and I just can't find myself able to pull the trigger and buying a firearm worth that much that I don't think I'm going to use it to its fullest capacity and intent. So I can't spend that money quite yet. Now I did, however, go into this platform. I do have a Springfield Prodigy. This is my 4 1/4. All the firearms are empty and we're in a safe environment. They're safe to go. We've done some stuff to this Springfield and it's worked quite well. If you guys have seen a couple of videos on this, it's a fun firearm. But today we're still going to be talking about this guy. I know I have brought this before. This is the Rock Island, what is this called? This is the Rock Island Tac Ultra double stack, right? Very affordable option to kind of go into it. There is some big differences, but I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this and how maybe that's an option for you. Now, before we get into that, let me do talk to you and dive in a little bit to what's coming towards the channel. I finally was able to acquire one of my unicorn guns. I've been looking into the whole 2011 platform, but I cannot find myself buying this extra kind of money just for a firearm that I just don't think I'm going to use it to that full capacity. When you talk about staccato, you're going to be spending upwards of $2,500 just for the firearm before you get into an optic, before you get into optic mounts, a light holster and all that stuff. So when it's all said and done, you're looking about $3K, maybe a little bit more. I figure that there's a way that I can get into it just a little bit more affordable while I still don't compromise on quality and what I'm looking for. So I got into a Bull Armory. They can range between $14,000 and $2,000, right? I've hit the middle mark right around 17. That's already optic cut. I do have a holster which will work with this, so I don't have to change much of that. The only thing I'm really having to do with it is put optic on it. Now obviously I'm going to probably get a couple more mags. I'm going to do a couple other things, but that's for a different video. But that is coming to the channel. I'm going to run through a little bit of B-roll so you guys can see what that firearm is going to look like. Tell me if you're excited, because I am. Alright, so this guy, right? This is my Rock Island Tac Ultra 9mm double stack. It probably has a different name. I'm going to put it there, but I've seen quite some different takes on this. It's chambered in 9mm. It does hold a double stack magazine that can hold 17, 19, and upwards. So for reference here, this is my Prodigy magazine. It does fit it, which is a big plus for me because I have those magazines that I can interchange. This is an all steel design. It is a heavy gun. Now I'm going to put up here a couple of specs on this particular firearm so I don't bore you with it. But it has that 1911 grip angle. It is a bigger magwell, so you can have more capacity on it. What I like about it is that it does come with an actual magwell, so for easier reloads. The big standout piece on this is the price, right? If you're pretty lucky, I was able to be pretty lucky. I found this one time surfing the internet, and I was able to find this in a store somewhere across the country, and I found it for right under seven bills, which was excellent. One, I was looking for it while everyone was looking for those 1911s. This was before the Mac 9. This was before the Tisas. This was before all these different firearms that have come out, but I was able to find this, and I liked it. Quite nice. When doing more research, this is actually hand fitted, just like a staccato. The parts that are made are quite nice, and Rock Island is very well known for putting out 1911s. Some people swear by them, some people say they're crap. I enjoy it. I've had 2 of them. And so far for me, it has been pretty nice. My mags are compatible with it. Like I said, the one thing that I can report on this is that they don't lock back necessarily. You see, it doesn't lock back on an empty round. For this particular one, the 20 round, on the 17 it does lock back. But I like it, right? It's affordable. It gets me into that platform. It allows me to go and train. Allows me to see if I want to spend that kind of extra dough on getting into something a little bit nicer. Now, big difference between that is my Prodigy. Off the bat, lighter firearm. It is modular, so the two pieces can come out and you can do a lot more. You can change the grip module. You can do upgrades like the trigger. You can do stuff like the magwell. This one didn't come with a magwell. We ended up adding it to it. What does that do? A lot of people in the 2011 world do a lot of changes to this particular firearm. That is an option why the Rock Island could be something that's good for you. You know, if you're spending on a firearm that's $700 and you want to do a couple of other things to it to maybe get it to a race horse like a Prodigy, a Bull Armory, or a Staccato, you're still going to come in way under. Now, I wish that this guy would have come optic ready, and that's kind of one of those things that the newer firearms that are coming out now are beating it to the market. TSAS, which I'm going to put a picture up here, where I'm really thinking about getting one of those because I like how affordable. I've heard some great reports on it, but it's optic ready. It's 4 1/4. They do have a 5-inch version of it. Comes with extra mags, comes with a case, very nice out the door. It is a Turkish brand, but very affordable. Again, if I wanted to do extra stuff to it, I still have room there without getting even close to the price range for like the Prodigy. Now, when I got this, I got it with an optic, which was garbage. That optic was just something I didn't even want with it. But I paid around 16, maybe 1,700 bucks for this. But you can probably find this firearm without the optic nowadays, probably maybe 1,100 bucks, 1,200 bucks, which is quite affordable. Now, this had a love-hate with folks at the beginning. People were having a lot of issues with it. I think it was around the Cerakote or whatever kind of coating that they had. People were having jams and this wasn't right. I myself had a couple of issues. But one of the beautiful things about this is that Springfield stands behind the product. Send it out one time for service, took care of it, and it's been running buttery ever since. I still have kept a lot of the parts internally the same. Even though I changed the trigger shoe, the internal parts are very much the same. And it's over the time, there is a break-in period. Whether somebody says it or not, there is a break-in period. And we've gone way past that, and it's held up quite well. I love the fact that there's so much that you can do to this and still stay affordable. So getting again back into the Rock Island, 700 bucks. If you wanted to do something like an optic cut, it's probably going to run you around 200 bucks, 200-300 bucks. If you wanted to change the sights, maybe have suppressor height sights, you can do some of that. It does have a full dust cover, so you can put a light. You can run any kind of light accessories up here in the front, which is quite nice. You can save up a little bit more money for extra magazines. Now, the Rock Island magazines are a little harder to find, but you can get something like Until the Prodigy magazines and run it quite white. You can do still upgrades like the triggers. You can do upgrades like the magwell. I'm not 100% sure how the whole bottom modules work. If something like that could be changed into something like this. I am probably going to buy one of those Bull Armory grips down the road and start messing with some of that stuff. But it's in there. So, you know, those are the things that you're kind of seeing or that you're going to be dealing with. Do you get into something like this? Is this a little bit on the midpoint? Or do you get something in like this, which is on the budget end? Let me know in the comments. Is that something that you think that is the right thing to do? Is it an option that you're doing? For me, I like this. Realistically, I do think that if I get the TSAs, I might end up getting rid of this because I do have a buddy of mine who's been looking for something like this and just doesn't know if he wants to jump into the 2011 market quite yet. But he's heard all the rave. So he had been telling me, hey, I do want to get into that platform. Do you know how? And I said, hey, I might have an option for you. But yeah, you know, shooting 9mm through a 1911, that grip angle is just so nice. It's so comfortable. I know throughout the course of time, a lot of folks talk about Glocks, SIGs, all those different bends, and they swear by them. And if you were talking about 1911s, they were calling you a FUD, oh, 1911s jam, and so on and so forth. And they probably do have horror stories and probably have myths and all that about it. But I'll tell you, the 1911 always continues to be such a comfortable firearm. People like it, the nostalgia on it, just how easy it is, how good it is to work, and overall how fun it is to shoot. That's it, guys, for me. I've loved this platform quite well. I've been able to do a lot with it. You guys have enjoyed it. And Springfield's making a comeback. Not comeback, would say, but people are coming back around to look at this and say, wait, maybe we got it wrong the first time. I'm glad I stuck with it. I did not give up on it. And it's paying off dividends right now. I'm shooting this quite nice. I like competing with some of my friends that have staccatos and some of these higher end firearms. And my little budget firearm is sticking up with them. Next thing for them is I'm going to go with my great value, right? If I can outshoot them with this, then I can ask the question, is Gucci the right way to go? Is cheaper just as good enough? I know that's a silly question. They're not just as good enough, but you know, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. I love these firearms. There's so many of them that are coming out. I'm still not stopping. I'm going to get a couple more. But that does it for me, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'm going to be going more out to the range now. There's still a couple firearms that I still haven't brought to you guys, but please stay tuned. It's coming. But until next time, stay safe. Go out to the range and train. And I'll see you guys in the next one.